I would like, if I may, to take you down a very scary path and a probability that many of us probably haven't thought about. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, click that subscribe button. Trust us, it'll be worth it. Thank you. What is up, everyone? I am chrisknight. This is the Real Review 3000, and this is kind of just a probability that a lot of us probably haven't thought about. And I was thinking about it as soon as Iger was mentioned to step down from the CEO position at Disney. First off, you know, he still has all the power. This Capshay, whatever his name is got to report to him. It even says it in everything. Iger is the executive chairman of the board, basically meaning he is God. And so before he was God, but he was also Jesus. Now he's just appointed a new Jesus, and he's still God, which is kind of weird, but whatever. For whatever reason, Iger stepped down. A lot of people are saying he's in hot water. I call BS on that, because if he was in hot water, they would have voted him off the executive chairman position, knocked him down, then forced him to resign, and then probably kicked him off completely. I don't think that's the case, and everything seems to be on board with with what Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger have said about them both retiring or whatever at the end of their contracts, which I believe is December of 2021. And then I started thinking, this is kind of weird. Star Wars isn't doing good. A lot of these other movies that they've been doing, Call of the Wild, the reboots of their cartoon classics, all of this stuff, it's just not doing really well. And so then I thought, well, wait a minute. Iger's got about 2 years left, and he doesn't want to be the scapegoat for any major changes that Disney might do. So what would work? Well, first off, get out of the CEO position where a lot of people think the power comes from, and appoint a new one. And then start implementing some of these changes. And if anything goes wrong, you have a scapegoat. You have a new CEO that you can blame everything on. Well, listen, we told him to do something and he didn't follow our instructions, or this isn't what we meant when we told him and he took it too far, whatever. You can blame it all on him, and still Iger can walk away and say, well, look, I stepped out and I wouldn't have done it. I mean, he has plenty of plausible deniability then. But I think that they might be trying to change some stuff. And they're going to use Capshay, or again, whatever his name is, to implement this stuff. So if it goes bad, he can be blamed. But the biggest thing I think they might implement, and the biggest thing that I think that isn't necessarily a huge possibility, but something that we might need to think about, and something that nobody wants to think about and nobody wants to happen. And that is, before Bob Iger steps down completely as executive chairman of the board, he might give the CEO and possibly suggest that the board vote for the executive chairman to be Kathleen Kennedy. Now, I know everybody's like, oh, there's just no way in hell they'll do that. Well, maybe not the executive chairman of the board, but CEO, I wouldn't say no. Obviously, Iger doesn't necessarily see Kathleen Kennedy as an issue or as a problem, unless this move and the scapegoat idea happens to be a way to get rid of her, which that could happen too. But it seems really suspect to me that they're both attached till December 2021. And you put a CEO in, a new CEO in, and most everything that a CEO or a intern CEO will do is fully and totally based off of what the board tells them to do. And it's really a chess match of little moves and things like that. But that person normally has a year to 2 years. And that's right about where we are with this whole switch over, with Iger stepping down in December 2021 and Kathleen Kennedy stepping down in 2021. So what if this is just a move for Iger to step back, try some stuff that he doesn't have to get blamed for, and then have all the power to say, well, this guy messed up. What we're going to do, we're going to appoint the full-time CEO now, and look who it is. Kathleen Kennedy is now available. Why don't we just give it to her? I think that these guys, Iger and Kennedy, are strange bedfellows. And it's really strange because a lot of people underneath Kathleen Kennedy have been fired for things that she should have been fired for. And not just once, not just twice. I think it's been like 4 different people underneath her have been fired over the past few years and during the Star Wars stuff. And she keeps on coming out smelling like roses as far as Disney and the hierarchy is concerned. I'm not talking about the fans per se. Now, I don't want to see this, and I'm sure everybody who watches this doesn't want to see this, but it's something that we probably should keep in the back of our mind, that Disney's underhanded enough. Iger is underhanded enough that this, in a bad way, makes sense. Now, you can call me crazy. Do so in the comments down below. I'm well aware that I can be, and I'm well aware that I have these moments of delusions. But is this really a delusion, or can we see this happening? Because Iger has the power to do this. And he has the power to do this till December 2021. He has the power to say on January 2022, Kathleen Kennedy will be the new CEO. And if Kapchek's still around, they'll cast him aside. They'll give him a board position. I don't know. Everybody's like, well, why would he take why would he take the CEO job of Disney and step up to that and not stay where he was as a CEO of Disney Parks? And if he thought that this could happen or that he might be used as a scapegoat, and I said, when you throw money like Disney does, when you throw money around like Disney does, it's really simple to get caught up in it and say, wow, look, I'll be making so much more money, and not even think about what could happen or where the state of the company is. If I were Kapchek, even just based off of what's been happening, I've been saying like, hey, you know what? People are still coming to the Disney parks. They're not happy about the prices. They're complaining about Galaxy's Edge and all this other stuff. But for the most part, this job's pretty safe. As long as I keep things in status quo and everything goes the way it's supposed to go, for the most part, I'm okay. But money can change that. So guys, again, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know if you think I'm totally crazy, or can you see, with the way that Disney handles stuff, the way Iger handles stuff, the way Kennedy handles stuff, that this could be a part of the chess match, getting to a point where quite possibly you will see Kathleen Kennedy step in as CEO of Disney. Let me know what you think again down in the comments below. Don't forget, guys, this number right here at 896, we are 104 away from 1,000 subscribers. If I get there by April 12th, 2020, or April 20th, 2020 for Ords out there, these books will be given away to somebody on the Wheel of Names. The Wheel of Names has been set up to accommodate quite a few people. I've got just under 100. Go to my Twitter at chrisknight5150 and like and retweet my pinned post. Do that, guys. There's plenty of time left to get on there. And if I make it to 1,000 subscribers by April 12th, 2020, these books right here, the 7th special edition of Star Wars, not Star Wars A New Hope, but Star Wars, the first edition of Empire Strikes Back, and the first edition of Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi and Star Wars have the color pages in it from the movie. These are in great paperback condition. I mean, literally, guys, hardly any creases. No twists, no turns. The discoloration is just based off of the age. These are in great condition, guys. Help me out at chrisknight5150. Like and retweet my pinned post, and your name will go on the Wheel of Names. Guys, thank you very much. Remember to smash that like button. Hit the bell so you know we're coming out with new stuff. And if you have not hit the subscribe button, if you are not subscribed, look around. Check out the other videos. Let me know what you think, and please consider subscribing. Guys, with that said, I am Chris Knight. This has been The Real Review 3000, and I'm officially out of here.
Hey guys, thanks for checking us out. Be sure to subscribe to both channels, and make sure to check out our friends in the Fandom Minutes. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and BitChute, and you can also send us an email at sean@seanstackhousereacts.com and chrisknight@therealreview3000.com. And be sure to swing by our Teespring store to pick up some awesome merchandise.